Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As a lot of you guys were interested in this pillow tea talk kind of video, I decided I will just post them on my vlog channel and we can have those monthly discussions, monthly talks. So if you have any questions, it can be about everything. You can make it into themes if you like. I just want to communicate with you guys and connect and learn about you and just have conversations and grow together or give tips and advice, so we can be a community of people you can always go to if you need help. I also have my tea ready. It's still hot, so I need to wait a little bit. I asked you guys to send me your questions and I will just pick them one by one on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. And what's your favorite sweet? So the question is if I would design a tattoo, if I would be asked to do that. I would totally design a tattoo if I would get asked, because why not? I mean, you still can say no, it's ugly, I don't like it, please do it better. So as long as you're happy at the end and it's okay, it's the way you like it and you're 100% sure you really like it, then of course. Oh, and my favorite sweet is I rarely eat sweet things, but I like bakery stuff with some kind of jelly, jam inside. Yeah. The next question is by Lyra Marie. Hi Mako, can you open a topic related to anxiety, as I have a disorder, or bullying, or just striving hard to be a better person or to have a good life, or like when you feel stagnant sometimes and you can't do anything and just feel sad? I would really appreciate it. Thank you, Mako, and have a wonderful day, night. Aw, thank you. I mean, anxiety is, do I even pronounce this correctly? But it's kind of a hard topic. I mean, I could tell you everything I think about it and what you can do, what helped me, but at the end, you really need to do the work yourself, because I mean, you can say, yeah, I agree, and yeah, you're right, but at the end, you need to daily work on that. But if you guys are interested in a tea talk about this kind of topic, please let me know and ask your questions. I will make a video if you're interested in that and you are to decide what you will do with this information I will give you. So yeah, let me know. The next question is by the lovely Heather. She asks, what is your favorite paint for art and craft? Favorite paint, I like to use acrylic paint by the brand called Shyness. I've been using this for, I don't know, 7 years, or even over 7 years, maybe even 10 years. And I really love to work with it. When I was working at art projects in school, people were like, what's this paint? It looks so good. And because it's just so thick and it's really high pigmented in my opinion. And it's really easy to work with, because sometimes if you buy cheap acrylic paints, you really see that it's too watery, it doesn't cover anything, and you don't really have fun working with it. Yeah, if you are up to trying out new brands of paints, then go for Shyness. When I want to draw, I don't know what to draw, so how can you get inspiration? I think it's hard to come up with ideas if you just want to draw something. Like, it's just hard to come up with something to draw or to make just like that. It needs to be some kind of inspiration. Maybe you feel sad right now, or happy, or you were traveling, or you want to travel but you can't, and how do you feel about it? Like, you know, it's something that is more close to you, or not just I will just draw Melanie Martinez, or I will just draw the scenery behind my backyard or something. I think it's also more challenging and more interesting to draw when you try to figure out how to draw certain things, like how do you feel at the moment, how would you illustrate happiness, how would you illustrate loneliness, how would you illustrate hatred or passion or anxiety, something like that. Because I think if you create art like that and you show it to someone, they will feel like, wow, I really can feel this emotion you're feeling, and maybe try it out. When using watercolor, it always smudges all over my page. Also, every time I try to do a detailed drawing, it always ends up in realistic. Any tips? If you do a detailed drawing, it looks realistic, I think then you shouldn't draw it in detail, or I don't know if I get the question right. But when using watercolor, it always smudges over my page. Make sure you use really good thick watercolor paper and be patient with watercolor. So you need to let it dry first. Like you start with one layer of paint, let it dry, and then go with another layer of paint, because I made the mistake that I thought, okay, I just mix it here and then I add water here and color here, and that all looks nice, but when it dries, it's just a blob, and you can really see the different layers or dimension you actually wanted to create. So be patient. Hey, can you do a video on what motivates you and how you stay positive? Not that I'm unhappy at all, I'm great. I just love those kind of videos, and I'd love to know what makes you happy and what motivates you. It's a good idea, because as a normal person, I go through phases where I feel like, oh my god, what I'm doing with my life, and I'm still at this point in my life, why I'm not there yet where I want to be, and why does it take so long, and does it make sense, can I do it for longer, or you know, it just self-doubt sometimes. But I know that's just a phase, and I know I just need to stick through it. I need to do everything to just survive this phase, and it will be better. But just in general, I feel like we all go through situations like that. And if you guys want to see something like that, comment down below, and I will see if I can make it happen somehow. How to feel content in life? For me, it's more about being healthy, having really good friends, and having good relationships with my parents, and just being really not worried too much, because life is an adventure and it always has its ups and downs, and I think it's also important to just accept that. Don't wish to be super great, super perfect. Accept it with the negative stuff and the good stuff, because this makes it so much easier to live like that than just worrying about the future, about everything, and being just scared and worry and make everything so dramatic. And I hope this helped. Next question is, how do you get going when you know you have messed up the art or craft project you were working on? This has happened to many times, and I just don't want to look at it sometimes. Although I try to finish it, but it kind of makes it all sad. I suffer from that all the time. I have sometimes DIY ideas for videos, or just ideas in general for videos, and sometimes I try them out and they just don't work out. And I'm so stressed because, oh my god, I need to upload soon and I don't have a video because it just doesn't work. So sometimes you really need to ask yourself if you are really passionate about this idea. Sometimes I have an idea, but I'm not very passionate about it. I just, okay, that's a kind of cool idea, but do you really want to do it? Because if I don't, I get frustrated more easily than if it's an idea I really love, but I just can't figure out how to make it work. But I still love this idea, so I keep going, and until this moment where I find some kind of great idea, another way to approach this DIY, this video. And if it doesn't work and you're not passionate about it, just I think it's best to let it go. I mean, if it's for school and you have to do something, it's different. But I mean, in general, that's what I think. Always ask yourself, are you really that passionate about it? Are you excited? Because if you're excited, you will find a way to make it work. I always feel I don't have enough time to finish all the things that I should do. Any tips for time management? Yeah, there's this Pomodoro technique. I don't know if you already heard about it. I will link all the information down below. But it's basically you write a list of things you need to do, and then you divide it into those Pomodoros, and they're like 25 minutes or so, and you set a time. So after 25 minutes you stop, and then you have 5 minutes break, and you do that I think 4 times, and then you have a 30 minutes break. This is what I did for my thesis, for my other papers. For example, I would write down I need to write chapter 1 about this topic. I will do 8 Pomodoros a day. Because if you feel like, oh my god, I need to write this, I need to do this, oh my god, I need to do this tomorrow, you feel like this is such a huge load of work. But if you divide it into the smaller sections of time, you commit more to it and you are less distracted. I mean, sometimes you feel still lazy, but it's just so much easier. And what I also discovered recently, what really works for me is Google Calendar. So the way I use the calendar and what really helps me is to just write down the to-dos for every day. For example, I set it to 4 weeks view and add all the, for example, all the deadlines for the video. Every Saturday there's a video, a deadline to upload. Okay, and then I need to plan out when I will film, when I need to buy supplies, when I have to edit, when I have to voice over the video, when I have to edit it more and upload everything, because I need to have all those steps or I just go crazy. So for example, I have the video on Saturday, and for example, I would start working on it on Monday. So I write down on Monday on top, buy supplies. On Tuesday, I will film. On Wednesday, I would edit it and write a script for the video. On Thursday, I will record the voiceover and edit it more. And so on Friday, I will finalize the video. So I have all these tasks, like all the to-dos for every day. So below the Monday and everything, I have still the whole day below with hours. So I schedule this time for, I don't know, 10 to 1 p.m. for example. So now in this space, in this square of time, I will be working on filming. And of course, I also need to eat. So I will just mark, okay, this time I will eat so I don't forget to eat. And then I will then separate the next hours for the next task. So this way you have those big projects, but you still have a realistic amount of to-dos, and you know that if you focus on every to-do, you will get finished with it at some point. So I hope this helps. I hope it was not too confusing, but if you want a whole video about it, let me know and I will do it more in detail, more properly and not over the place. I have a question on relationship, how to get over being shy around guys. That's a good question because I'm a shy person in general, so it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl, but I think what usually helps me is just to joke around, be just very ironic and just funny, and this way you're not too serious, you're not too oh my god, you're just hey and yeah, ha 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 ha, and no, you're just more free, more relaxed. And I also think that at some point you get used to it if you get used to talking to guys and being around guys. And so I think what helps in the beginning is just not care enough, because when I was younger I was like, oh my god, a boy, oh my god, a guy, oh my god. It's like you feel like you need to feel a certain way because it's a guy, and at some point you just, well, it's just a human and a person you talk to, and then it's not different. So yeah, just be very relaxed, easygoing, funny, and just don't care too much. And I think this will help you with everything else also, like if you want to find friends or just be around people you don't know. I think that helps in general a lot. I hope it was helpful. And these were all the questions for this episode of Tea Talk with Mako. And if you have more questions, of course, let me know. Comment down below, ask me anything. And if you want me to separate them into topics so it's easier for you to ask direct questions about this certain topic, let me know. I will do whatever you feel is better for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I see you in my next video. Bye!